What's up, everyone? Today I'm going to show you guys how I caught 140% on AMD. Well, to get started, let's get some context on the overall market. When we opened today, we basically opened at the close to the end of range here. So if you take a look at this larger picture range, so let's just say from the start of this year, right? I mean, you could technically include last year, but let's just keep it simple. Start of this year. We've basically been trading upper into the upper end of range, failing to go higher, and trading to the lower end of range, right? But failing to go lower as well. Because you can see it every single time we opened, right? So candle opened, we rallied back up into the middle of range, right? Opened, similar to today, we rallied back up to the middle of today's range, right? And the special part about today's action was that we basically opened around the 200-day. So 200-day was 24,341 and the low of day today was 24,313, right? So relatively close to the 200-day, and we basically caught bids right from that point forward. If we take a look at the intraday action on Qs, we really failed to make new lows, and we were creating a failure to go lower pattern where candles were essentially failing to go lower, right? So made new low, unable to go lower, right? And after about the 1020 mark, we were creating new highs, breaking above the opening print again. So reclaim the opening print and rallying to the upside. Whereas if we take a look at AMD, right? So let's mark out the opening print for AMD. Opens right here, right? So let's mark that out green. Once market opened, essentially rallied, strong trend bar, and pulled back, right? Created potential higher low right here, rallied to the upside, failed to make a new high, pulled back again, right? And then I really saw this as a valid trade when the 30-minute IB set. So when the first 30-minute set, I was seeing the first 30-minute high to 30-minute low, you can see this is the range, right? First 30-minute high, first 30-minute low. We broke above that, we back tested inside the 30-minute IB, right? Not only did we back test the IB, we back tested yesterday's low, right? So this orange line right here is priority's low. So PDL, right? Keeping it very simple, right? So when we backtested the priorities low, we had bids right off of it. So candle open, pulls back, retests its priorities low, and once you broke back above this candle's high, I entered my long position and wanted to see us ride through, right? Initial target is 196 as I had a resistance level there. And also one thing if you take a look at was that AMD literally opened at the 200-day. So keep that in mind, right? So overall, semis were strong today. If you take a look, my first trim was basically hive day. Once we rallied again, and I saw somewhat of a 5-minute bearish engulfing bar, I just kind of took it off midway into the bar. Once we hit the target, I took another trim, right? And then I believe I did take another trim up here. So last trim was up here, and I'm currently holding one more contract that's currently up about 146%. So I'm gonna hold that through into maybe the 20-day, or if we squeeze above that, maybe even higher. But it really depends, like in this market, things are pretty tough. Clearly, we're trading in a range right here. So unless we get some fall through with the Qs, even trading individual names are a little hard going into the week. So yeah, that was my trade recap for AMD. I hope you guys enjoyed that, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.